It's something deep. Like if I'm home now, I won't be lonely. If there's difference between house and home. I can call Italy house and I call Nigeria home. The way you treat the house definitely is the way you're going to treat your home. The relationship with my family, I can't say it's bad, I can't say it's good. Family will always be family. My mother was in fourth position in my family because my father has 5 wives. These are always very big problem in my family, and most especially in Africa, where I came from. People, one man marry 4, 5 wives. It's very bad. It's very bad because it affects the children, futures. It affects them a lot. We face a lot of problems. For me, I left my country for my own safety, like for my own future to be better than before.
L'Italia da sempre è stata una terra di incontri. Oggi sembra che noi abbiamo dimenticato tutto questo, ma noi siamo il frutto di secoli di incontri, di culture che sono arrivate qui o di culture che noi abbiamo portato in altri posti. Da sempre, da prima dei Romani, da dopo i Romani, nel Medioevo, fino ai giorni nostri. Proprio il fatto che ci sono delle persone differenti, questo dà la curiosità di conoscere nuove storie, nuove letterature, nuovi racconti, nuove musiche, nuovi strumenti. Pensa quanta ricchezza c'è nello scambio tra le persone. E il Mediterraneo è il centro di tutto questo.
I lost my dad at a very, very tender age. So I had to work for myself and my brother. But my mom, as a young lady, she had to go and remarry. Then it was just me, myself, and my brother. So we had to work for ourselves. We had to work very hard. So the life has always been like that. It has not always been easy. But thank God we are here now. I didn't just leave myself, I left with my brother. Yeah, we came together. There was a little problem though. Let me not use the word little. With a community, with a place we stay. It might cost us our lives if we do not leave. Here you can choose whatever you want to do, you can see whatever you want to say. But there are some things you do, and the whole village, the whole city, the whole town, the whole country might be against you.
On the way coming here is very tough. It's very, very tough. Just like army going for training. You spend 3 days in desert. No water to drink. How to survive? You buy glucose. You buy sugar. Because when you are exhausted, you need glucose to sustain, to survive. We just got to hide ourselves in some places and get connection with people that want to cross here to Italy. We got to Italy border where they rescued us at around 4 o'clock in the evening. I was the only one that was exhausted because I've never traveled through water before. My mother, she said fish, and she said Olumide, let's go to to the seaside to buy fish. I said, no, I don't like water, you know. When I get inside the water, I was so scared, and when the rescue ship arrived, I was the first one to take for treatment. And after we were rescued, we spent another 2 days on the sea before we got to Palermo, Sicily. So that was where I come to Rome here.
Quando io sono arrivato a Roma era così. Io sono arrivato a Roma all'inizio degli anni '80 per l'università e non c'era un migrante, non c'era uno straniero, c'erano solo romani e la romanità. E poi l'ho vista lentamente trasformarsi, diventare una città cosmopolita, internazionale, multietnica, così come era già Parigi, così come era già Londra o ancora di più New York. E ancora Roma fatica a capire il suo cambiamento e quanto questo possa essere una risorsa, un'opportunità e non solo un problema.
You're going illegally, not legal, without visa, without any passport. So everything you do, you must hide. And it's very risky though. You can be shot, you can be caught, you can spend the rest of your life in prison. So many people died along the way, many people collapsed. Passing through Libya. Libya as a whole, as a country without government, a country without a president. There are so many crimes there. They just look at you and say, oh, this one is $500, this one is $200. Well, when they took us to the station, we found out it was just like a prison. It was a prison, not a station. We were about 120 in a room. No place to sleep, you cannot sleep. You cannot even sit down. You have to stand all day like that. And the food, they were all drugged. After finishing eating, you cannot walk, you cannot run, you cannot do anything. You just eat and sleep. We left, we were about 1:30. We left, but we arrived in Italy about 100 or 90 something. The rest of them, they died inside.
Perché come ti dicevo Roma ha questa capacità di accogliere che è molto bella, però poi non è facile inserirsi a Roma perché il lavoro non c'è, non è facile per chi arriva dall'Eritrea o dall'Etiopia o dal Senegal o dalla Nigeria, non è semplice inserirsi. Chiaramente in Italia la situazione economica da 10 anni a questa parte è molto, molto critica. E quindi se tu cerchi un lavoro, cerchi un futuro, cerchi di costruire una possibilità di vita migliore da quella da cui sei scappato, e spesso l'Italia, Roma in particolare, non è il luogo adatto.
I went to the tribunal here in Italy where I told them my story. So they said it's not possible to give me a document, but what they said other way is like, let's reconsider your situation, we can give you an Italian document. For me, I like to stay in Italy. Italy saved me from the sea. So, and Italy here, they don't have a problem. I've been here in this country for 2 years now. Nobody has me document. And here, though, there's no job. There's no job for me yet because I don't have document to search for a job. For that reason, I've been here in 2 years and studied the language. I'm a singer. People call me for show. I went to show. I sell my CD here.
Yetu yetu liye mbinguni yetu, amina. Baba yetu yetu liye, jina lako litukuziwe. Baba yetu yetu liye, Baba yetu yetu liye, Baba yetu yetu.
La destra in questi anni ha cavalcato il fenomeno della migrazione per rafforzarsi politicamente, giocando sulle contrapposizioni noi, loro. Come? Alimentando la paura delle persone. Arriva l'uomo nero, ci invadono, vogliono imporre le loro tradizioni, vogliono togliere il lavoro agli italiani, fino ad arrivare a forme ancora più estreme, no? Stuprano le nostre donne, tra un po' diranno che mangiano i bambini. Cioè, è chiaro che più si estremizza il problema, più si fa dimenticare tutte le promesse della campagna elettorale, almeno in Italia.
When I came, they took us to a camp. So there we lived for about 8 months. So when there's no light, when there's no water in the house, and you have to be inside, doing what? So like this, it was very, very, very difficult. And there was also no school. But I could not wait any longer because I knew one thing from the start, that they said when you're in Rome, you must act like a Roman. So why I came, I must learn the language. But there was no one helping. But I had a phone. So what I did, I downloaded this translator, Google Translator. So if I want to say anything, I'll write it in English. Then it will show me in Italian. Then I'll pronounce. Then I'll write it down. That was I was learning. First, you'll have to learn how to say hello, ciao, buongiorno, buonasera, like this. I was learning one step after the other until someone introduced me to Mikel, the volunteer in Baobab. She took me like our very own son. She did me the curriculum. She told me that I have to be patient because there's no way I was going to come to Italy 1 week, get a job. It's never done. It's not easy like that. They supported me so much. I was working day and night at home. I was working, making clothes for male, for female. I was making everything. After finishing the clothes, then we went for the sfilata, for the fashion parade. And they came, and everyone came. We invited some people, both some people from my camp, some people from Roma. We did it just behind the Colosseum in Roma. So it was very nice. It went successfully, thank God.
dove sembrava che dall'oggi al domani arrivassero 1.000 euro per tutti, meno tasse per tutti, lavoro per tutti. Quando poi ti accorgi che la realtà è molto più complessa di uno slogan elettorale, che fai? Ti inventi due nemici. Uno è l'Unione Europea, che ha le sue colpe. Il secondo sono i migranti, che non hanno colpe, se non quelle di cercare un futuro migliore.
One day in the class where I was singing in my language, and the teacher said, "You are a good singer." The brothers of mine sitting beside me, because we're in the class together, studied together, and said, "I'm a singer. Come and help me with some of my song. You have a good voice." So we went together, practiced together. He teach me how to go with it, because I'm not used with the afro. So I got to go to studio to make a record of mine and have many songs now. And I do it, and I say I have a dream in music. And from there, I have many shows that they call me to attend, like Stefano. We go to African show to sing African style.
When I woke up in the morning, I woke up as early as 5 o'clock in the morning. What I think, okay, now I have to go to school. If I close from school, I have to go to work. So if I close from work, I get home by 9 or 10:30 in the night. I'm already tired. If I could eat, I just eat and sleep and wake up again 5 o'clock. I don't really, since I came to Italy, I haven't done anything. I haven't had any problem. I haven't fought anybody. I know what I dream of. I know my dream. So the only way I can achieve this dream is if I stay loyal, if I stay humble, if I do not make any problem. Because if you make problem with the police, they'll make problem with you. But if you do not make problem with them, they don't have any problem with you.
Buongiorno, Italia, gli spaghetti al dente. Partigiano come presidente. Buongiorno Italia, buongiorno Maria. Con gli occhi pieni di malinconia. Buongiorno Dio. Something when I sing in the streets, the Italian look at me and laugh. Say Italiano, are you sure that you are Italian? You say you are Italian. I say yes, I'm black Italian. So it made them to laugh, and many of them like me, and many of them do things good for me.
Assolutamente, la musica abbatte le barriere. Purtroppo può far poco per cambiare il mondo, però, perché sarebbe bello che attraverso la musica si potesse far superare le diffidenze e le paure. Però noi ce la dobbiamo mettere tutta, perché anche una piccola goccia, anche solamente una persona che tu convinci attraverso la tua esperienza, attraverso il fatto che lui vede che tu suoni con un musicista della Nigeria, che allora puoi dialogare con una persona che è diversa da te, che ha la pelle diversa da te. Sembrano discorsi banali, ma oggi vediamo che non sono più così banali. Diventa un valore aggiunto, quindi quello che possiamo fare noi musicisti è questo.
For me, I'm living here, I'm alone, I'm for myself. I'm not for anybody. I live my life, I plan how it's going to be good for me, I'm for myself. Like the Bible said, it said, never decide tomorrow by yourself. Let tomorrow decide by itself. Because the Lord knows tomorrow. Like me, I'm working towards tomorrow to get a bright future, because I don't want my next generation to suffer. I don't want them to feel pain. I don't want them to experience what I have experienced. So I want everything to be okay for them. That's what I want for future, and I know that God will grant it, because God owes everything.
So when I came to Italy from Libya, Italy was like heaven. It was like, because you have your freedom. You have your freedom. You could go anywhere you want to. Even though as a human being we are never satisfied, we always complain. So, but to be frank and really sincere, it was 100% better. So I never saw any reason to leave this place, because my dream has always been to be a tailor, to make clothes, design my own fabric for others to wear. I was always patient. I wanted to wait for my time, get my documents, look for a better life for myself.
Born in Amsterdam, from a Moroccan father, Dutch mother. My father, he was an artist, and yeah, he just tried to find a better life in Europe. And also he was a free spirit, so he could not really live in this Moroccan political climate. A lot of things were like forbidden for people to talk about, to write about, and he just wanted to be free. And yeah, he just tried to search his life somewhere else. And then yeah, he heard of Amsterdam, that it's like a city and where a lot of different people live, and yeah, also open-minded culture. So he thought, I have to try it there. And then by accident he came here and he stayed till he died.
I'm born and raised in Amsterdam, in the east side of Amsterdam. So I grew up playing on the street with children who were already very diverse. Amsterdam East had a lot of Turkish people, a lot of Moroccan people, a lot of black people. So I grew up within diversity, and I like that very much. I'm very happy and very proud to be a man from Amsterdam. It's the main capital. It gave me arrogance. If I want something, I will go for it and get it. And it gave me the power to fight
You know, I was defeated when I was a young boy. I let people break me. And at some point I decided, this is not who I am. And I think living in Amsterdam, you know, gave me the opportunity to go to fashion school. It gave me the opportunity to go to theater school. It gave me the opportunity to work with a lot of creative people.
بلشت اشتغل براديو شهبة اف ام 2007 2008. المورنينج شو كان حوالي 2.5 ل3 بالإضافة لبرامج أنا بعدها أنا بقدمها، بس كل حياتي كانت عمليا ضمن الاستوديو. بال2011 حسيت إنه هذا الاستوديو مو كافي. أنا حاطة حالي ببيت من زجاج حقيقة، وعم شوف الناس اللي عم تجي لعندي كضيوف. فلما نزلت على الأرض فحسيت إنك تتعامل مع ناس مصدومة عن جد، تعبانة عن جد، ما بيفيدك إنه أنت كنت عم تشتغل ومشهور ومعروف. حتى هدول الجمل الصباحية الافتتاحية اللي كنت استخدمها كنت فكر إنه هي بتعطي أمل للناس أو دفع. حقيقة هي ما كانت عاملة شيء، ما كانت واصلة. يعني في نص مدينة كامل ما كان واصلوا هذا الحكي. فحسيت إنه أنا 2011 طلعتني من هذا البيت الزجاجي. My father left for me his artistic life because I studied law. My mom said it's good if you have a diploma because you have Moroccan roots and it's not easy. So I listened to her and I finished law school. I was like really searching, who am I? Because I think it's not me, this. And I started to take singing classes, and then I started to practice more and more Arabic music, Arabic singing, and yeah, I think unconsciously I just followed my father, and yeah, I still have this Moroccan blood, a lot, and now I'm also very proud of it. And later on, from I was 21 years old, I went to travel by myself to Morocco, Asila, beautiful place by the way, where my father's from. I was really welcomed, and even when I didn't speak perfectly, people say, yeah, your father is Moroccan, so you are Moroccan, and yeah, you're very welcome. You have only brothers and sisters here. Yeah, it was a big change for me, and then I came a lot to Morocco.
Amsterdam has always been open to newcomers and to diversity and inclusivity. So Amsterdam has changed a little bit, but I think that's normal. You know, a city changes because people change, because new people come to live there. They bring, you know, their stories and their beliefs, but I think we're doing pretty good as Amsterdam. Without the new blood, there's no change. It will stay the same. It's not interesting. And when you live in the city, you're hungry for something new. You're hungry for art, for music, for nice restaurants. And if that's the same every time, why live in the city?
حصار مناطق النظام بهديك الفترة عشناه كلنا، يعني ما عشته لحالي. يمكن البرد اللي بهديك الأيام لليوم أنا لليوم بحس فيه. ما بنسى مشهد كيف ماما طلعت على السقيفة ونزلت شو في أحذية وشو في أشياء ممكن تنحرق، بس لتحرقها مو لنتدفى، لأنه هي ما فينا ندفى عليها، بس لنتحمم بعد شهرين ما في مي. وصلنا لمرحلة ما عاد حدا استحى من ريحته إذا كانت مو ظريفة أو شعراته إذا مزيتين، لأنه فعلا كل الناس هيك. المشهد اللي عالق بذاكرتي من هديك المرحلة حقيقة مرحلة الحصار هو وجوه الناس الشاحبة. كان الكل تعبان كتير كتير منهك. فطلعت على الجهة الثانية، قعدت فترة وبعدين طلعت على تركيا. بتركيا بلشت مع راديو جديد، كان أول راديو. لوقت اللي بلش التضييق اشتغلت فيلم أو أكثر من فيلم كفويس أوفر، بس إنه صوتي موجود واسمي. شوي شوي صار في تضييق، صار في اغتيالات بتركيا، صار في رسائل تهديد، صار في أكثر من حادثة، واحدة منها تحت بيتي تم طعن بالسكين على واحد من الشباب اللي بنعرفهم، فصار في خوف. فأخذت قرار إنه أنا رح أطلع، وفعلا رحت أنا ورفقاتي على أزمير وطلعت بالبلد.
I wrote a book for my father, actually, when he passed away. He passed away quite sudden, and it was a bit of a shock for me. And I wanted to process this in a way, because it was really a big thing. Because when I lost him, I lost my Moroccan roots. I was just someone with I had the Dutch mom and no more Moroccan father, so that was really weird. And I wanted to write everything I remembered about him, and also about the things he gave to me, like in, for example, religion or spiritual way. Death is really big thing, but you never learn about that. It's like you live and then you die. That's what we hear here. And also Dutch funerals, they're very clean and cold also. Actually, with my father's body, I took him back to Morocco because I wanted him to be buried there in this African ground and a bit warm. Yeah, and there I was part of a big ritual of the funeral. And it was, in a way, very beautiful to me. There were a lot of people and everybody was sharing the grief. And that was really, it gave me a lot of support. And from there, I could not stop writing. So I started to write 40 days for my father.
بحلب كنت متمكنة أكثر من مدينة. كان في مكان بحلب أهرب عليه، بحلب القديمة، وأقعد هنيك وأتخبى لما كنت تعبانة. بأمستردام كتير مكشوفة، كشفتك أنت غريب عنا بشكل ما أو بآخر.
I lived in Los Angeles for a couple of months, and it was not very different from Amsterdam. It was a lot bigger and a lot more sunshine, but I don't think that connects me to the whole refugee situation. What connects me is that I understand, I think, a little bit what it means to be oppressed, because you didn't decide to be in a war. You didn't decide to live in a country where the economy is bad. You just want to have a good place for your children, or a good place for yourself, you know, or do what you love to do in the world. You know, so this is what connects me. I don't know what it's like to live in a war, of course not. I've never had to flee my country. I've never lived under a dictatorship or anything. But I know what it's like to be told you're not good enough. You know, you're not the same as us, you know. So in that sense, this is the reason for me personally why I love and like to work with the newcomers, you could say.
بعتقد انه بودي فيلم بروجكت رح يساعدنا لحتى نقدر نقدم افضل شيء فينا نقدمه. وكفنانين في كتير ثقة واحترام.
بيسعى مشروع البودي فيلم انه يكون عالمي، بدور حول الحب، الإنسانية والعائلة والصداقة.
So that gives me a positive feeling, but still, I absorb everybody's story, because it's not only fun and making films, of course. People tell you private stuff. And when they trust you, they tell you everything. And that saddens me sometimes, you know, that you were this free spirit, you had your thing in Aleppo or in Africa or in Iran, wherever you live. And now you come here and you have to start all over. And that's painful to see. So I just want to do my best, and my colleagues, of course, to make sure that you can continue to do what you love to do.
I think it's, first of all, very beautiful that a lot of migrants come here, and I wish there can be more. Yeah, because I think the world is for everyone. And I also would tell them to really also stay close to their roots, because it can give them a lot of strength while adjusting to another culture. I think we're attached to our roots, even when, like me, we're born here, because it's a sense of belonging, and that's really important. I really have this urge to go to Morocco, and if not, I feel homesick. And one time I was speaking to a friend of a friend, and she was a psychologist, and she told me, "You have all the symptoms of a migrant." Because I said, yeah, sometimes I feel really down and lost even. Sometimes I bike through the city, I'm like, what am I doing here? And like rational, I can think, okay, I have my work, I have a lot of friends. Also a part of my family lives here. But it's a deep feeling, something really, really deep. And when I'm in Morocco, I don't have to think, what am I doing here? I'm like, I don't want to leave. Yeah.
هون اشتغلت على شقين، خليني أقول. الأول هو الكتابة هون مع جريدة الفولكستراند، مع موقع دي كورسبوندنت، هو عامل ريت عالي كتير بالقراءة. بكتب مقال ثابت بأمنستي ماجازين انترناشونال أمستردام طبعا. الشق الثاني اللي هو سوريا، بعدني عم بتواصل، مش بتواصل حقيقة، بعدني عم بشتغل مع صبايا هنيك بالتدريب الأونلاين، بشتغل مواد تقارير، تحقيقات، مواد صحفية من سوريا. غالبا بتتركز المواضيع عن المرأة والطفل، أو أثر السلاح الفردي اللي صار موجود بسوريا بكثرة على المرأة وعلى الطفل.
أنا كنت بإدلب صار لي كام يوم، فكنت قاعدة عندها في بيت، يعني هي أختي بيت طالبة جامعة سنة أولى. خطيب أختها عم يلعب هيك بالسلاح وبيقلها بدي أقوسك بدي أقوسك، وهي عم تقول له لا حباب ما تضربني، فهو على أساس عم يمزح قام ضربها. إيدها فيها رصاصة داخلة من مكان طالعة من مكان، والحوض آكلي فيه 4 رصاصات وبإجرها رصاصة، فمخردخت خردق كل جسمها يعني.
ايه حنون، انا اللي كنت عم حاول اقوله حنين انه نحن بدنا فريق استقصاء جوا من 3-4 صبايا. بدنا نحدد القرى اللي رح نشتغل معها، هي 4 قرى من ضمنها معرة حرمة.
Inside, I can feel how many people pray here every day, as if all the prayers have filled the atmosphere, layer by layer. It's not hard to make contact with my father here. I've watched him so often during his prayers. His sincerity in this moved me. When I was little, I climbed on his back during his prayer, following his movements that he continued undisturbed. The spirituality of my father was not limited to his prayer rug. I saw this reflected in his love and the patience for people and things around him. As a young girl, he took me often on his daily cycling trips. The outdoor air was good for him, said his psychiatrist. Despite his heavy diagnosis, schizophrenia, he never got depressed, and thanks to the regularity of his religion, he could take care of himself. Thank you, I pray, that you were my father.
بفكر شو بدي أقول لستي اللي عم تتصل وهي بتطول كتير على التليفون، وأنا بكون لازم أطلع بالباص وأطلع بالقطار وبتقطع التغطية، أو عندي مشوار أو عندي موعد ما فيني أتأخر عليه، وهي بتفكر إنه أنا مو فاضية أحكي معها وأنا كتير مشتاقة لها، بس هي كتير بتطول بالحديث. بفكر أحيانا، بفكر بأمي، بفكر حقيقة، بفكر بالشغل، بفكر إذا رح يرجعونا ولا لا، شو الخيارات البديلة، بفكر شو صار معي، بكل شي بحكيه بالنهار، غلطت ولا ما غلطت. بفكر بكتير شغلات، يعني مينيموم بدي ساعة ساعتين لنام. ما بعرف. يمكن بطل خاف. بحلم بطل خاف. من كل شي، من كل شي حقيقة. يعني أوروبا بتعطي فرصة أو نمط الحياة نوعا ما هو صح سريع، بس الفترة الأولى للاجئ بيكون ما عنده شي يعمله، فبيكون عنده وقت يفكر كتير ويراجع كتير شو حكى شو عمل شو اتخذ قرارات وهل كانت صح ولا غلط كتير. فانتبهت إنه حياتنا كلها مركبة على الخوف من زمان كتير، يعني من زمان. لما برجع حتى بعيد اللي بعرفهم كتير قراب شو بيعملوا شو بيسووا بحياتهم كيف بيتصرفوا ردات فعلهم، الخوف ناهشنا نهش. الخوف أنا بالنسبة لي واصل لمحل بيرجفني لما بفكر بالفكرة. في حال برجع على حلب فأول شي بقوله على الهوا بس أطلع من قلب حلب، هنا حلب، بس يكون مقطع فيروز وراي. لما بغني اسمك بشوف صوتي غلي وإيدي صارت غيمة وجبيني علي.